Good morning and welcome to your daily operations weather briefing. Well, rain has arrived this morning and we'll continue to see those heavy rain showers throughout the morning and afternoon hours and even into the evening hours before the area of low pressure that we have been tracking over the last couple of days finally moves off the coast. Accompanying those rain showers will be some pretty strong onshore winds as well today, as we'll see those winds continue to be strong through the morning and probably peak out as we get into the late afternoon and evening hours, where we'll see our strongest winds of the day. Taking a look at our current surface analysis, you can see this area of low pressure right along the South Carolina, North Carolina coastline, and rain spreading far in advance of this area of low pressure off to the north, where we've already seen some heavier rain showers this morning. Already picking up 6/10 of an inch of rain here at Wallops as of 8 a.m. And again, we're going to continue to see some heavier rain amounts as we go through the morning and afternoon today. This area of low pressure, again, has been analyzed by the National Hurricane Center throughout the week. And as you can see here on infrared satellite, it remains pretty unorganized. And it does not look like it's going to actually be classified as really no real defined area of low pressure for the center location. Not really seeing a very well defined center this morning, and with all the shear that we're seeing out of the west and northwest, we're going to continue to see this remain pretty unorganized as we go through the day today and into the evening hours tonight. The system will actually be more of a mid-latitude cyclone with really no warm core characteristics that would define a tropical storm. But what we are going to see are some pretty poor weather conditions as a result of this system, with the stronger winds and heavy rain continuing through the day today. Looking at the National Hurricane Center, they still have a track on this area of low pressure moving right off the North Carolina coastline and out to sea later on this evening. Maximum sustained winds still at 40 miles per hour with this area of low pressure, so we are seeing the higher winds in association with this area of low pressure, even though we do not have the tropical characteristics to actually name it a tropical storm, and where it would become Irma, it does not look like that is going to happen today. Taking a look at some of the models that we see for the track of this storm throughout the day today, you can see it will continue to move along the Carolina coast, and then as we get into the evening hours tonight, into the overnight hours, it's going to accelerate off the coast and quickly move off to the northeast. So as it does so, it's going to move into an area of more favorable dynamics, which will actually enhance the wind field, deepen the area of low pressure as it begins to pull off the coast. And that's the point in time when we expect to see the heaviest wind potential later this evening, as that area of low pressure begins to pull off the coast. So taking a look a little closer at our radar and satellite imagery here, you can see the heavier rain bands continuing to move through the area. We'll see the heaviest rain likely during the morning and afternoon hours, and then begin to decrease in intensity later this evening, just about the time that the winds will actually start to pick up and be at their highest point of the day. Taking a look at our current current conditions here, you can see clouds really not that low as of the 8 a.m. ob, as we saw a little bit of a decrease in our rain intensity. But as we get those heavier showers, we'll see those ceilings begin to drop. As of 8 a.m., only seeing a scattered deck at 2,400 feet and a broken deck at 3,300 feet where you find your ceiling. Winds out of a northeasterly direction, 20 knots sustained, gusting to 26 knots, and seeing that temperature sitting right at 71 degrees. Taking a look at what we can expect over the next 24 hours, you can see the rain will be likely all day long, with that 71 to 100% chance of seeing some rain showers in the area during the morning and afternoon, and continuing into the early evening hours. Then we'll see the chances really decrease after midnight tonight. Again, those winds will gradually increase as we go through the afternoon, and as we see that area of low pressure begin to pull off the North Carolina and Virginia coast later this evening, that's when we'll actually see our heaviest and strongest winds of the day is we'll see northeasterly winds possibly gusting to 32 knots during the late afternoon and early evening hours. And then as we hit around 8 o'clock this evening, as that low starts to pull off the coast, that's when we'll likely see our strongest winds out of the north-northeast, gusting as high as 37 knots, which would put us right between 40 and 45 miles per hour for those peak winds later this evening. Again, we're going to continue to see the rain throughout the day today. Ceilings will be dropping as we get those heavier rain showers moving into the area. Looking at ceilings probably dropping to as low as around 800 feet at times of heavy rainfall during the afternoon, but not expecting any ceilings to be below 500 feet where we see our hazard here. Only about a 16 to 40% chance of seeing those ceilings below 500 feet throughout the day today. We will see, again, windy conditions throughout the afternoon and evening hours, with the rainfall coming to an end during the evening. Total rainfall amounts expected between 2 and 3 inches. As we go through the next couple of days, looking for much better conditions. Wednesday looks like a very nice day. Could see some slightly breezy conditions very early in the morning hours, but we'll see those winds calming down as we go through the day. High temperature of 77 degrees. For Wednesday night, partly cloudy and pleasant conditions with a low of 68. And then for Thursday, we see some warmer conditions as we have a cold front that will be approaching the region Thursday evening. Warmer air out ahead of that front. Looking for a daytime high of 83 degrees with just a slight chance of a shower or thunderstorm during the late afternoon and evening hours of Thursday. That'll wrap it up for our daily operations weather briefing. We'll be back again at 10 a.m. for our full weather briefing. Have a nice day.